man. And that's a beautiful thing, man. But they're gonna tremble when they see the power of the Lord, man.
That's right.
They're gonna tremble, man. An earthquake humbles people, man. Cause the earth's all shaking. You don't know what's gonna go down, man.
I know the 6.8 point. I know
yeah, the 7.1. I know you used to buy it, but you probably ain't seen the video. I'ma send it to you, man. You know, if I make it, Psalms 46. Hey, man, the Lord is gonna show His power in these last days, man. See this pride thing that went down, man? Yo, this pride thing is serious out here.
There's a lot of Jake from that.
And there's a lot of Jake here, but guess what, man?
God is not mocked.
Yo. When the Lord show His power, all these guys, the pride is gonna ooze out of their anus, man. When the most High, listen, yeah, we can't even really break it down the right way for you, man. The Most High can make a man's pride ooze out of his anus, man. Finished. And that's what the Lord's going to do. The Lord is going to deplete the pride. You know, like HP, you might be playing Street Fighter, you got the HP, and a man gets on red, and it's blinking, one shot, and it's... That's what the Lord's going to do to your pride levels. It's going to go down to zero, and the new term I got is all of the above. The Lord's going to use everything, man. He's going to use everything available. Famine, pestilence, earthquake, teeth of wild beasts.
That's below.
Oh shit.
I've got a quick one for you.
Hey, go on, man.
This is Jeremiah.
This is annoying.
That's just fucking saying crazy shit.
Hey, go on, man.
Jeremiah 30. This is Jeremiah 30:6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child.
Even a man. How much more a woman, man? A lot of these guys are gonna be. I saw a video the other day. One of them big bodybuilders, his liver's fucked.
Yeah.
You probably saw the video.
Yeah.
He ain't the first one, and he's all up sitting up in the fucking hospital bed, and in the caption says, "I'm not invincible." Oh, word? Humbled.
Yeah.
Humbled. And it's gonna get more than that. Go on.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
There's gonna be nothing but terror coming out, and we keep talking about it, yeah. And you people, you think it's a fucking joke, man. Listen, the status quo is gonna be ended out here.
Right.
See how these buses are running? These buses ain't gonna be running, man. Listen, man. Yo, I'll be watching that shit. When I saw that shit with the fucking. Which you had a dickhead come on the thing, man, you guys don't know. Listen, man, yeah, something went down with that Russian submarine. The Lord had to chill that off. Yeah, the Russian submarine ain't just gonna catch on fire like that, yeah. Something went down. And the Most High had to be like, look, it ain't time yet, like, let chill off. The time's gonna come, yeah, when these guys are gonna go to fucking war.
Full force.
Full on fucking war. And all these games are gonna come to an end. Wireless fucking concert. Ain't gonna be no fucking concerts, man. It's gonna be blood and guts and misery and pain and despair, man. And the lack of hope. There's only gonna be one group of people that's gonna have hope in that day, that's gonna have life. And that's the elect. The rest of you ain't gonna know what the fuck to do. You ain't gonna know what to do. You think it's a joke, keep thinking that. Go on. Hey, you don't know who you fucking with, man. I'm telling you, you don't know Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. We read the scriptures, we kind of know what's going on. We're like, yo, the Lord drowned everyone. You got to put yourself in that situation. The Lord opened up the waters from beneath and brought waters from above.
Shut the arm.
Sandwich of H2O, boom. You know how terrible? That means there had to be earthquakes, brother. The scripture said the mountains were moved. Yo, that means there was earthquakes, tsunami type shit going on. Frightening? Which man had pride in that day? Every man was bawling out. Help me, somebody. Looking for help from somewhere. Man could have had 1 million biceps. What? Man was looking for help. Pride got depleted down to zero. That's what we do know.
You know, it's funny because you know these like bodybuilders, weightlifters, they gotta take all these supplements. Everything's convenient. Yeah. You know, like everything. That's not really a true warrior. Everything's just convenient. A real warrior has to be able to be out in the forest.
Yeah.
Go, you know what I mean? Like, you just gotta go, kneel to mouth.
But they're not warriors, they're just posers anything.
Posers, that's what Instagram, narcissistic, the men shop in love with themselves. That's what they are.
But even in warriors are gonna be
No, but they're not gonna have nothing to eat, so they're gonna get fucked up.
They're gonna be fucked up too.
When the scripture says that there shall be a women.
What I shout the birds are gonna feast on captains and all them
Captains,
fuckers,
kings,
man.
all the great generals.
Real talk. Go on, man. Fuck off, God.
This is Psalms
Better get
46
the fuck out of here.
on the top. The Most High Yahweh is our refuge and strength.
The Most High Yahweh is our refuge and our strength. Yeah? You know what that means? A spiritual hand that you can't see is our refuge and our strength. And that's a hard thing to believe in. See, a lot of people are going to believe in the beast. This devil, they're going to believe in Esau. That's why they're going to take the mark of the beast. They're going to believe in these guys. Our people believe in them. Oh, fuck all you. Don't snitch. Listen, man, when shit is the fan, then why were them niggas holding up FEMA? Who FEMA work with? If you calling on FEMA, you calling on the police. I'm a line.
You ain't fucking lying.
Yeah, if you were out there with a fucking straight up gangsters, jeez, fuck the police, nigga, all that shit. When all hell broke loose in New Orleans, the niggas finding lipstick writing on the motherfucking where FEMA, where FEMA at? Well, hold on, what difference you think there is between FEMA and the police? It's under the same fucking authority, man.
Connected.
So you same niggas that's talking shit, a lot of you niggas gonna be balling out for help, man. You gonna be where FEMA at, yeah? But when you ain't got that food, man, when you're starving, when KFC shut down, and that's gonna happen. Listen, man, they said 90% of the American production is fucked this year because of floods. Hey, hold that. Get me that in Ezekiel the 5th chapter, man.
Revelation 18, the plagues.
Ezekiel, 5 and 17? The evil arrows of famine, I'll break the staff of bread. Don't you know the Most High is setting up this thing, man? Where a lot of the crops on the low are getting fucked up right now. Now the average person ain't paying attention to that because they don't know where their food comes from. Only thing they're concerned with is Nicki Minaj and Drake and
So with that fucking
Love Island.
That's another big one. Love
All that shit, love, which ain't about love. Everyone even knows that now. That it's all fake. It's all fake, and the producers are all,
We bring this out quickly. Revelation 18 and 8. Therefore shall the plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. And notice the scripture says it's plagues, man. It ain't no nice, man. A plague is something like a frog. Like you touch a frog and then you start getting skin ailments. That's a plague, man. Ain't fucking nice, man. That's what's gonna happen out here. Things that are just gonna be nasty. Things that are gonna be unsavory. Because everyone likes to eat sweets and biscuits and cookies. Guess what, man? It's gonna get real nasty. It's gonna be the bitter. You know what I mean? Slugs. People that farm, they try and get them slugs away. Well, them slugs are gonna leach on your face. Okay? You're gonna have slugs crawling on your faces, man.
Them drug addicts ain't gonna get their drugs.
Okay.
Yep. Drug addicts ain't gonna get their crack and their cocaine and their opium.
And when drug addicts don't get, they shit and piss themselves, man. They have that's when they gotta get tied up on beds. They actually start shitting.
But they go zombie mode.
They lose it, you know, they know to do anything.
Antidepressants, a lot of these motherfuckers are hooked on antidepressants.
Yeah.
Double the amount of women, mainly white women. So Cindy's gonna be losing her fucking mind. Ritalin and all this shit.
This is Ezekiel the 5th chapter, the 17th verse. So I will send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee.
Famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee. A lot of you are gonna die of famine, man. That's in the scripture. And famine will humble a guy, man. Famine will humble you. You know what you can't eat, man? That shit make you humble. That proud look just dissipates, man. You start looking like Errol Spence at a fucking weigh-in, man. You start like, not even Errol, Kel Brook, you know. You start looking like Conor McGregor. He was the ultimate fucking when he was still below that light welterweight. Nigga on the weigh-in like
to fight Floyd, that fight.
Yeah?
That's why
You be looking weight drained, man.
trust in the Lord. Lord shall be a refuge.
You're out there weight drained. Go on, man. Weight bullies, man.
It says,
Fate on the scales.
and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee.
The sword and famine.
I, the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, have spoken it.
Yeah.
This is,
There's more on that one. Yeah, go on.
Fate on the
it
scales.
says, this is Sirach 39.
The sword of families killing each other.
Yeah. Over bread too. Over bananas. Hey, they told you like when you go back into World War II, man, if you had a piece of moldy bread, that was worth money, man.
Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
That's where it gets spooky.
Now you got all this Batimanism that's going on. That's invoking the wrath of the Most High, man.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, that's a fact. You into that Batiman LGBT. I was on the bus today. I was watching these people, man. I was thinking, boy, you don't know. Your name just got ticked off a list, man. And then you don't want to be on. The Most High got 2 lists. There's one of them lists you want to be on, and there's another list you just don't want to be anywhere near that list. Boy. Yeah, Ezekiel 5 and 16. You don't want to be on the list of that. When you go to LGBT and you're celebrating that, yeah. It's love, mate. It's love.
That spirit.
It's love. Boy, you don't even know what the Lord's gonna. And then the worst thing, you know what the worst thing about it is, yeah? When all hell breaks loose, they're gonna say people are gonna turn around and say, why is this happening to me?
Yes.
Because you're a bumblehole. That's what.
So this is Ezekiel 5 and 16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine.
The Lord is gonna send the evil arrows of famine, man. The evil arrows of famine. Now you might think this is the modern day world and that can't happen, but then you don't know much. You ain't too smart.
It says, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you. And I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread.
That break, and that Lord is actually doing that. If you go research it, the American crops for this year, kaput, finished. So the Lord's already setting up that famine. Let me, Psalms 46.
Psalms 46.
You see that earthquake right now? If you've been watching that they've been talking about that for years. Hey, you ask the elder. You've seen them articles for years about the big LA earthquake that's coming.
That was
Over the last 3-4 years, guys have been coming out with articles like, oh, a big one is coming, a big one is due.
even that movie with the Boston.
Oh yeah.
That was actually about that.
That was about that. Now we knew that it was gonna come because we knew that it's all of the above. Just think of any madness that could happen, and you know the most size. I knew that, that makes sense that the Most High would do that, man. Set up them big earthquakes. It's in the scriptures too. Earthquakes in diverse places. And I've been waiting for it, and then it's the Spirit of the Lord. But that ain't even the big one. No. That ain't even a big one. That's nothing. There's gonna be more than that. Them motherfuckers are up in there. I think we need to get under the table now. The scriptures say through the World War and other means, all these cities are gonna be brought down to the ground. If the Lord brought the holy city, if the Lord judged the holy city and left no stone standing, what more say these wicked ass cities throughout the world? What, you think in the kingdom these cities are still gonna be left standing? Come on. All them up in Dubai building up them skyscrapers, man. Them freaky ass Arabs, man.
I did a video on that today. That puts people that say Babylon is the Vatican. They're like, because if Babylon's the Vatican to them, America won't get touched. That's stupid. Because the Bible says that the whole of the beast and the rest of the beast was burnt with fire. That's in Revelation 17. So just based on, because that's a Christian doctrine, it's just the Vatican Church. So everywhere, the Vatican.
That's
so everywhere else is just going to get blessed. No, but mate. No, mate.
On the Vatican, yeah?
Psalms, yeah? It's Psalms 46. It says, the Most High Yahweh is our refuge and strength.
Hey, when all this hell breaks loose, man, we got to stand firm to the fact that the Lord can deliver you from any peril. Remember saying the Lord had our forefathers' backs against the wall, militarily through. You can't have your back to the sea. If you know about military warfare, you cannot have your back to... Listen, man, once your back is against the wall, you're done. In military warfare. Yeah, when the Egyptian army was upon our people, we shouldn't even be here today. They were on us with chariots and our back was against the waters. That was it. What did the Lord do? The Lord opened up the waters and we walked across on dry land. You get me?
Let me bring a quick precept out on what we're talking about here. It says 2 Corinthians 15 and 55, the reward of thy hoarding shall be in thy bosom or bosom. Therefore shalt thou receive recompense, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord. Even so shall the Lord do unto thee.
Yeah, but because that's the one thing they won't mention. You ain't never gonna hear like Alex Flunky Jones and all these fuckers, these super Christians say, well, you know what, man, maybe the things that's happening to America is, even if you get Christians, right? Let me put that in quotations. Evangelical Christians that will say, oh, we're passing gay marriage, we're doing this, we're doing that, and because of that, the Most High is going to judge America. But what about slavery?
Yeah, they don't fucking...
They don't have to be judged for that. That's the one thing that no Edomite's going to turn around and say, you know what, yeah, yo, we got to pay for that. They ain't even consider they did something wrong, because in their mind, according to the system of white supremacy, we're nothing. Like, so who's us? If you transgress against us, who cares? You know who cares? Oh, maybe Yahweh Hashem Yahushai cares. Because even for what you did for the two-thirds, you got to pay. That's how deep it is.
What the scriptures, they forwarded the affliction. They did things like punishments, like glittering boys up in their cuts and popping the men in the ass and all types of crazy shit.
And they're still doing that.
They're still doing that. That's like, that's part of forwarding the afflicted. You can have people in slavery and jack them up for that whatever, but then there's a line.
But they didn't hate it. They didn't detest themselves. Oh, slavery was bad about doing it. Man, they loved it, man. They were hee-haw! Hell yeah, you know, America, fuck yeah. That's the spirit they had on them, the 4th of July spirit, when they had you jailed and lynching. Yeah. Yeah. When they were killing them Indians. Then they made all kind of movies about it. Killing them.
They made a whole
genre based upon killing them Indians. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh no, you got more on it?
Yeah, I got more on it, man. It goes more into the point. It says, 2 Corinthians 15 to 56, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Lord do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Shalom, bro. You should shut it down, man. Thy city shall be broken down, and that's just what you was talking about, man. Their kids is just gonna be, because of what they did to us, there's gonna be no fucking bread, no fucking McVitie's biscuits, okay? Yeah, we gotta talk about that, especially London cuisines, oysters. In the main gridlock city, they love oysters. Every time they're plugging oysters and all that. I'm telling you, if you talk to them, oysters and all this shit, man. Yeah.
Hey, when we were in Brussels, that's all them motherfuckers did eat. The Brussels from Brussels, mussels from Brussels.
Yeah, there was, yeah. But we was fucking with that, the bread thing, waffle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the waffles are bad still.
Hey, you go to Brussels, man. That's when you get a good. You talk about you're having hot chocolate until you go to Brussels. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Chocolate.
Yeah, man. Real talk. This is like 2 Corinthians 15:56. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen. Maybe jump to 57.
Read that for me. Read that for me. That's beautiful. Like as thou hast done.
Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Lord do unto thee.
So what's the argument? if we're saying what's gonna happen to you is what happened to us, then what's the problem? According to them, they didn't do nothing to us.
Right.
It was blessings.
Yeah.
So we're gonna bless them. We're gonna bless them the way they blessed us.
Yeah.
Because according to them, slavery is a good thing. You know, you get mobile phones.
Yeah.
You get, you know,
you get taught to speak English.
you get taught to speak
we
English.
get to speak that now. We
you
get
know?
to teach them Hebrew, man.
So we're gonna do the same thing to them. We're gonna bring them up. We're gonna bring them up on a level with some hardcore slavery, man. Because that's what they say. They say it was a good thing.
Nothing but learning.
That's it. I got some more, man. I got some more. You see, but I'm touching them points. I'm touching them sensitive, what do you call them? Pressure points.
Pressure points. Chakras.
Chakras. Right? Second Ezra 15. And 6. Like as I have done unto my chosen, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, even so shall the Lord do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. The Lord's gonna fuck them up, man. You know, they're gonna be bogged out in all types of different ways, mentally, physically, you know.
But you even gonna have Edomites fighting against other Edomites, man. Like the liberal against conservative.
Egyptian against Egyptian. That's talking about these.
But you got one Edomite calling another Edomite a snowflake and all this shit. You know, hey, that's gonna happen too.
The Edomites do that. Innit?
Hey, they're gonna become the new niggas. Self-hate. You know, they're gonna become the
all
new
these
niggas,
curses
man.
shall fall upon.
That's right.
They're gonna get it. You know, like you talk about black women, and black women ain't, you know, they'll suck an Edomite cock and they ain't with Jake and all that. But guess what? In the kingdom, them white women ain't gonna want to do it. Esau, they're gonna look down on them. So we're gonna laugh at them for that, you know? Because Esau knows that and he takes pride in that. You get funding schemes. Oh, you know, you like we bring them in, but that's the curses. That's just the curses, man. Because in the real world, man, Jake really know what's going on. They're just coons.
Fuck. Anyway,
And even if they don't, because you know what, really, man?
fuck Esau.
Okay, yeah.
You know what, man? Esau's time's up anyway. He's through.
It says, thy
See how man
children.
was all quivering in that when you gotta see that shit. The earthquake was going on. The white woman grabbed onto him. Why are you holding on to Esau for? My man didn't know what to do. She was the one that told him, oh, we need to get under the table. My man was like, oh, he didn't know what to do, man. He was frozen, man. That motherfucker weak. That's why the scripture said a man shall be a hiding place in the. They ain't talking about Esau. Esau don't know what to fucking do, man. Esau was there like, Edomite woman was like, yo, fuck this motherfucker. I'm going under the table. This guy don't know what to do. He didn't take control of the situation.
What was the Hollywood movie? Like Esau in the movie.
Yeah,
was such a
but
Hollywood.
they're all Jakes. They're all Jakes, man. Sylvester Stallone. Hey, Arnie might be a Jake, man.
He might be a Jake.
Arnie might be a Schwarzenegger.
Well, Leonardo DiCaprio, he's a Jake. There's a meme guy dancing.
Oh yeah, Leonardo is a Jake, 100%. Brad Pitt's a Jake. Robert Downey Jr. is a Jake. And you know what? Fuck you people, man. Listen, Jake. Listen, man. We rise to the top, man. We're the most charismatic, man, of them all, man. So we the cream of the crop, man. Go on, man.
Sorry, man.
You might have to, man.
Fucking, you know, man, today some fucking punk ass Jake. Indirectly trying to indirectly, you know what I mean?
Passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive. So I dealt with that dude, man. I said to, I was ordering some food. Man, I started ordering. I was looking at him. I was looking at the food. Then he was just there. He had a 90-degree angle for it. He's gonna try and slap me, you know? You know what I'm saying? And then you know what happened? He just like that out there in the middle. You got some nut jobs out there. So when I dealt with this dude, he said something. Good book. Then you know what he eventually did? Because I stopped talking, he said, just go on, bro, like order the food, you know what I mean? So I started doing the order and I left, you know what I mean? But I had to pause on.
But if it was an easy man, he wouldn't have.
He had a demonic energy, and he got brought out. You know what I mean? He was skipping across the sandwich shop. Then he come in eventually, man? So he got his burgers, man. Ordering the sandwich, I had to stop ordering the fucking shit, man. Okay? Because I'm telling you, like and you know what? I put curses. I'm gonna put more curses, man. I'm gonna send demons on you niggas, man. Okay? How about that? Okay? Demons, okay?
In living color.
7 more. Is that your nut? Oh, get Psalms 46.
Like in Psalms 46,
Fired up.
it says, Yahweh, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble.
A very present help. So we have to remember that when all this hell is about to break loose, the Lord is going to be with us, man. That's the mainstay of the gospel. If Yahweh Shai said, I'll be with you always, even unto the end of the world.
Therefore, will not we fear, though the earth be removed,
Though the earth be, so the scripture saying, even if the Most High was to destroy the whole earth, the Lord's still God, man.
and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea.
That's like, that's like the movie the elder mentioned. The scripture says, though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. The movie you mentioned with the rock, the fucking earthquake happened in the fucking LA, started sliding down into the ocean. The Lord tectonic plates. Tectonic plates. And the scripture say even if that happens, the Lord is with us.
Though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof, Salah, there is a river, the streams, whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacle of the Most High.
That's Jerusalem. That's Jerusalem, man.
The Most High is in the midst of it. She shall not be moved.
Revelations the 21 chapter. The Lord is going to be in the midst of it. Yahweh Shai will be the light. The lamp shall be the light thereof. Read on.
The Most High shall help us, and that right early. The heathen rage, the kingdoms were moved.
The kingdoms will move, go on.
He uttered his voice, the earth melted.
That's the missiles, man. The Lord's going to give the order. The nations are going to draw. They're going to bring them the missiles upon each other and the chariots, and the elements are going to be melted with fervent heat, man. Them nuclear missiles were set up for a reason, and they're going to be used, man. The instrument for the Lord's work. And that time is drawing nearer and nearer. Really, time is on our side, man. It's a countdown, baby. Come on.
The Lord Yahweh of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge.
The Lord is with us. He's the King of armies. So who? The Lord running all this, man. That's why a lot of these bugged out Jake, they don't understand that. When we tell them that Satan worked for the Most High, they get all bugged out. Or one guy at work's like, be careful what you're saying. I'm like, bro, like, I ain't just saying nothing crazy, bro. It's in the scriptures. How you gonna call him the Most High, but he don't run everything? He's the Most High because he's above everything, including Satan, man. Satan worked for the Most High on the left-hand side, man. That's on the higher levels of the game, man, but you don't understand that.
Salah, and it says, come, behold the works of the Lord Yahweh. What desolations he have made in the earth.
And that's gonna happen, man. Listen, after World War III and the chariots come and America destroyed in all the different cities, the people that are gonna left, the desolation that they witnessed is gonna be attributed to who? Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. They're gonna know that it was the judgment of the Lord. How they gonna know? Because we told them. Now, are the Muslims saying that every city in the earth is gonna be destroyed?
No, they're not.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not. Who's prophesying the destruction? Who's prophesying World War III? Who's doing these things? The prophets. And whose name will be doing it in? Yahweh Shem Shai. So when it happens, who should get the credit? Are you going to give the credit to Krishna? Are you going to give the credit to Buddha? Buddha never said he going to do all that. Polite is the...
No, they're talking about blessing everything. No? All this is
Well, Polite is the prophet of Egypt, but he ain't prophesying against America.
He ain't talking no dude.
He ain't talking no doom. Talking Dumbo shit.
That's the spirit who's reading Revelation 8, really the plagues that shall fall upon. So that's how you know you separate people of the real people of the Lord to fools.
So I don't know, maybe.
You got priests for that. Because they're not prophesying of doom. Doom is coming. And then, like the elder said, the name of the Lord is going to be exalted through that. That's Romans the 9th chapter, man. The Lord raised up Pharaoh, right? And then when all the plagues come against the EU, the NATO, and fucking America, and fucking England, London, man, then guess what? Who's gonna get exalted? The Lord, man. Because he exalted this fucking LGBT XYQZA, just so when it goes down, you can know, you know? Oh, the only people that was cursing this out was them Israelites, man. And they was exalting what? The name of the Lord? Okay.